I tell you, but the bottom line is, anybody can say what they like. If you haven't got the quality of pigeons, I've always said, and I'll say it again, good pigeons, good pigeon hawk, good pigeon food. After that, it's common sense.
No, it's the quality of pigeon. Without them, you can't compete.
Concentrate on fewer is better. Get a family of pigeons, focus on that family of pigeons, and add selectively to that family. Sun City also, the conditions at Sun City, it's a very difficult race. If I could acquire the top performing pigeons in that loft, I would be able to get a genetic pool which is second to none. Birdie was the main goal. So, now this is Birdie.
Where's Birdie's mother?
She died.
97 end. But
Now
this is the
father.
closest we're going to get. I paid a lot of money for her, but the money that I paid for her, if I just had to work out what the marketing cost would have been throughout South Africa and the world, I think I would have paid 3 times that amount to get that exposure.
As you know, in pigeon racing, it's important always to keep some of the family bloodlines to protect it for the future. So what we've typically done here, when you're looking at babies like this, there's a son out of Birdie with her father, magnificent pigeon. There's a baby out of Good Aim with an inbred Ndruma hen. And on that side over there, you'll see also some of the young Ndruma bloodlines that we've now kept for stock. We've got JD Action, which was second at Sun City. I mean, the 2 birds landed together. So typically she's the winner, you know? It's just a question of the other bird walked in first. She's out of Lay, which is a famous bloodline of Gerard Koopmans with a Haberrecht cock. We then taken it and mated it to Micah. Now Micah is again bred out of the Haberrecht hen, which is the mother to Azeret, which is, and Haberrecht this year in Belgium has got the ace pigeon in Belgium, a long distance. And on the father's side, it's Golden Boy. Now, Golden Boy is out of Kleine Dirkie when mated back to his mother, Golden Lady. So that is the finest blood in the world. And he was 44th in the main race at Sun City. So we're taking the best genetics in the world and putting them together. Nowhere, I'm telling you now, that very few lofts in the world can produce that quality. But not only genetic quality, winning quality. These birds did the job. They flew in front. You know, every time I handle her, I get cold shivers. You know, there's nothing that can explain to anybody the quality of this bird, the balance on this bird, the muscle. I mean, you know, it's one feather. She is just in a different league. Her feathering, her nature, she's absolutely stunning. You know, and that's her father. So we have what they call the cream of the crop. We were lucky to be invited, me and my wife, to visit Nicholas, very young, dynamic gentleman. He's the owner and director of Pieper. Just like Kitchenbrand's Loft, it's a family business. And I like that about him. You know, I love the family connection. I tend to flourish under family connections because I'm a family man. We went to Pieper's Loft. We invited. We went into. We looked at their lofts. Their setup, unbelievable. Their network, their staff. They've surrounded themselves with very successful people, and as a result, they've had some of the best auctions ever in the world. You know, 5 years ago, if you said to people that a guy could have a sale of 150 birds for 1.3 million euros, people would have laughed at you. It was unheard of. These guys have set new benchmarks, and because we see ourselves as Kitchenbrand's Loft setting new benchmarks, we can quickly associate ourselves. They've obviously invited us to auction our birds on their website. The reason for that is the unique brand that we bring to the table. The unique brand in the sense that we have bought arguably the best single bird performance birds in the world. Sun City being the Pigeon Olympics and one of the hardest races in the world. We've went and we bought those, and we have them in combinations. The winning genetics with the winning genetics, and that interests people. They invited us, and we will be hosting various auctions on the Pieper site. As it looks now, at present, we will be hosting 2 this year, possibly 2 the following year, and so forth. We're going to be making small quantities available to the world. The reason for that is there's a definite market, because there's a lot of single bird lofts in the world. Pieper as a whole is situated in Belgium, which is the home of pigeons as we all know it. They have a lot of influence. They have marketers right through the world. They have agents. And I can tell you now, if you want to become well known, that is the place to go. The exposure they give you, they are so professional. They do brochures, flyers, booklets. They market you on the internet. Some stat that I was given, which was unbelievable, from Nicholas himself, was that they get up to 140,000 hits on their site a day. I mean, just think of that. It's unbelievable. You know, he was telling me they were the second biggest sport site in the world, only second to soccer.
Congratulations to the winner of the $15 million picture prize, the greatest Kitchenbrand in the world.
What do you say? Firstly, I'd like to say, without the Lord, nothing is possible. Without a dream, nothing is possible. So, with the God's grace, and I said this morning to a couple of people, I had two dreams at the beginning of the year. The one was to win the TRPF points, and the other one was to win Sun City. And the Lord has blessed me with both. I mean, what can you say? To my wife, without my wife and a good woman behind you, I would be nowhere. That is the truth. She's an absolute treasure. You know, if you look at the store that we put out and what we did, I think it's totally different. We are South Africa. That's the bottom line. And we will not go there. And we will win. I approached Alphonse who went to visit him. We spent a lot of time. And we did a lot of planning. And together today, we've won the race. Would I be able to say a few words?
I can say thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, and if I can call this justice, I suppose that's just that. On behalf of Mr. Mark Kitchenbrand, who bought the birdie pigeon a couple of years ago for 800,000, Mark, well done. You deserve that.